Joining me today for our CEO Spotlight is Ed Fritsch, President and CEO of Highwoods Properties. Thanks so much for joining us today, Ed.
Thank you for the invite.
Highwoods has recently made some efforts to reposition its portfolio. What are the company's goals with this effort?
Well, we've been at this endeavor for some time. In 2005, we rolled out a strategic plan to dramatically change the portfolio. So in the 8 or so years since then, we are about 2/3 different, our assets today versus when we started. So we've bought at about an 8, we've built at a 9, and we've sold at a 7.2 for about $3 billion of activity in total. The goal is to be more suburban infill as opposed to suburban sprawl. And we've coined a term called BBDs because the office CBD seems to be getting so much attention. And we've discovered that it's best to be focused on the BBD, the best business district, which in some cases may be the CBD and may not be. But that's been our focus, to concentrate our portfolio into the BBDs with the best assets.
Let me ask you, in addition to office, your company also owns industrial and retail properties. What would you say, or how would you describe current fundamentals in those sectors? Fundamentals
are strong given where we are in the world today. The world's, I don't think, fully righted itself from the Great Recession. It's only about 11% of our revenues that come from those two product types. So we're 89% office, and then about 50-50 split with the retail and the industrial. The retail, we got into that as a way of an acquisition in 1998. We ended the year at 98.6% occupied on that. Our sales are up 11% year over year, and we've more than doubled the sales per square foot from when we bought it. So we're very excited about that, and it's also significantly integrated with office, so it's a true mixed-use development. On the industrial side, we ended the year at 93.25%, so it too has done well.
The bulk of your properties are located in the Southeast, in Pittsburgh and in Kansas City. That's quite a unique combination of markets. What makes those markets particularly appealing?
Yes, we were born in Raleigh, North Carolina, and that's where the company started, and then grew through mergers and acquisitions and development. Back during the pie eating contest that REITs went through in the mid to late 90s, we got into Kansas City. We've since dramatically contracted our footprint there back to just a country club plaza, which in total is about 1.5 million square feet, about 13 or 14 blocks of retail and office integrated. And again, as I mentioned to your last question, has really done well for us and our shareholders. And then the entree into Pittsburgh, we started to study it a couple years ago, and we found it's not the Pittsburgh that you remember it to be, and it's a very diverse and energetic economy. So we think that we kind of hit them where they ain't and snuck in there and bought some assets that have performed magnificently well in the year and a half that we've owned them. So we're very excited about being in that marketplace today.
Thaning so much for talking to us today, Ed.
Sure. Thank you for the invite.
I'm Carissa Chappelle for REIT.com.